Iconic running immigrant road sign nearly extinct in California. Hello folks, my name is Jen. I'm from Golden State Times, and today we have a news story. This one comes courtesy of Breitbart.com, and it says that nearly 30 years after their initial installation, the iconic running immigrant yellow signs that once dotted California's freeway near the southern border have been disappearing over the past several years. Now there's just one left. One left, folks. That's crazy. And it says that the yellow signs featured a silhouette of a figure of a man running hard with a woman trailing behind, clutching the wrist of a little girl with her pigtails flying, and the words "caution" above the illustration. The sign were meant to alert drivers of illegal immigrants running across the freeway near border checkpoints. It says that there once was a dozen or so of these signs along the Interstate 5 freeway near the San Isidro border crossing south of San Diego, as well as a stretch on the 5 freeway along Camp Pendleton just before it reaches the San Clemente border checking point, which actually the San Clemente border checking point doesn't really exist much anymore. Before you would see like checking points, and then border patrol officers will say go or stop or go. That's how it used to be back in the day. When I was growing up, and I will go to San Diego and then back and forth. And now it's just like not even a checking point anymore. You just go right through. Okay, they stopped that during, I guess, the end of the Bush administration, the beginning of the Obama administration. I think that's when they stopped doing that. So it says that the signs were installed after more than 100 people were killed trying to cross a freeway in the 80s. In 1986, illegal crossing in San Diego sector reached an all-time high with 628 apprehensions, according to the Department of Homeland Security statistics. According to the LA Times, the area geographically is the smallest for Border Patrol, which once was a busy sector for illegal immigrants in the U.S., accounting for more than 40% of nationwide apprehension in the early 90s. So that's when like the big boom came in of illegal crossings between 1985 to like 1999. Around that time is when there was such a huge influx of illegals coming in from the south, from the southern border. It says in the 1990s, federal officials decided to erect a wall between the U.S. and Mexico in the San Diego area, and as a result, illegal crossing migrated east to Arizona and Texas. By 2016, Border Patrol agents apprehended 31,891 people in the San Diego sector suspected of crossing the U.S. border illegally. But in the 80s, the freeway crossings were a real danger to both drivers and illegals trying to evade Border Patrol. In Camp Pendleton area of the 5 freeways, oftentimes human smugglers would order the illegals that they were shuttling across 8 to 10 lanes of high-speed freeway traffic to get to the beach side and proceed on foot until they were past the checkpoint. More than a few occasions, the illegals will be run over by speeding and unsuspecting drivers in front of their family members. It says Caltrans then decided to replace the ineffective text signs with a sign that said "Caution, watch for people crossing road," and enlisted its graphics with artist John Hood to design a new sign. A Vietnam vet who grew up in the Navajo reservation, he drew as an experience from the war, as well as stories of his parents that had told him of a Navajo flight, and came up with a sign that conveyed both urgency and fear. The new signs immediately drew lots of attention as well as criticism. Some Latino activists deemed the faceless silhouettes as racist. Anti-illegal immigration advocates thought that the state should not spend money to protect people who are breaking the law as it is. But entrepreneurs loved it. It says, since the image remained property and no one had to pay Caltrans to use it. Souvenirs featuring variations of the running immigrant propped up in all over Southern California on t-shirts and stickers and flags and everything you guys can possibly think of. Okay, so it says that Hood, to the Times, it said that the sign was an evolution. He said, quote, "You create your work, and that to that extent of it, you never envisioned something like that to happen. It's become an iconic element, and it lives on." All right, so what basically is going on is that they're saying that, one, we don't have that much of a problem of immigrants getting run over by cars. One, because maybe there's a lot less people coming in nowadays. We have President Trump to thank for that. And two, a lot of the immigration, according to some people, they're saying that most immigrants that are now in the States are actually visa overstays instead of people actually crossing the border. Most of the crossings now are really reserved for people smuggling in drugs. And here in California, as of right now, they have apprehended over 40,000 people. That is lower than it has ever been before. And on top of that, most of the people that they apprehended were smugglers coming in with backpacks full of weed or any other narcotics, right? So there's a lot less people coming into the country, and that's very good. And these signs are being made less and less, and now they're only down to one in Southern California, which is pretty crazy. I saw a lot of these signs myself, going to San Diego with friends and whatnot. But it's pretty crazy, and it's a good thing. It's a good sign that shows that either they're getting really good and not getting run over, or there's a lot less people coming in. But let us know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. If you're from any bordering state and you're from a city that's close to the Mexican border, have you seen one of these in the past? If you're a native Californian and you're from the South, from Southern California, you definitely have seen this before at one point in time. But let us know what you guys think about this. Do you guys think there's a lot less people coming into the country? Is that the reason why maybe there's not that many signs? Or, is the type of influx of illegals coming in from the 90s to today is very different, the way that they come in? So that could be a big, difference too in why these signs are no longer needed, is because the illegal coming in now is very different than the illegal coming in back in the early 90s. So thank you very much for watching. Again, my name is Gent. I'm from Golden State Times. And if you guys missed any of our previous videos, it should be coming up on your screen. If you like our report, slap a like on it and also subscribe to the channel. And check out our links in the description below, along with our social media. Follow us on Twitter. We're going to become very active on Twitter, so make sure you follow us for all upcoming news and breaking news and anything that we might be streaming in the future. So follow us. Check out our website, goldenstatetimes.com, if you guys want to reach out to us. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys here next time. My name is Jen, and I'll see you soon. Peace.